Account activation is the first step in gaining access to all of your University of Maine at Augusta student resources in an easy-to-use single sign-on. Your student account will gain you access to the UMA portal, student email, Main Street Student Center, Brightspace, and additional digital resources available to you as a student. In order to activate your account, you will need two things, both of which you received in an email from the University of Maine system when you applied. You may have also received a similar email from us when we received your application. The emails look like this. If you have yet to activate your account, you will also receive this information in your official admission letter. First, you will need your 7-digit student ID number. This is a personal identification number used to identify you as a student. Not only is it important in the activation process, but your student ID is how we identify you at UMA. Throughout your university career, you may be asked to supply this number when registering for classes, ordering books, paying your bill, or to receive assistance from various departments around campus. It might be helpful to memorize it or write it down and keep it in a safe spot that you can access it when you need it. Second, you will need an activation key. Sometimes this is referred to as an activation code. The two terms are interchangeable. The activation key is a combination of numbers and letters that are generated at the time that you apply. Please note that they are case sensitive. If you have previously activated an account because you are a returning UMA student or have activated your account while applying to other University of Maine system schools, you will not have an activation code in these communications and you do not need to complete this process. If you don't remember your account information or have difficulty logging in, stay tuned until the end for information and tips on how to recover your password, reset your account, or to reach out for assistance. Once you have your student ID number and activation key, you will want to navigate to accounts.maine.edu. This link was also provided in the emails that you received, but can be easily accessed using the direct URL or a simple Google search. Once you get to the UMS User Management Account page, select Activate Your Account. Before you get started, you'll want to read the password requirements on this page. You won't need to do this now, but it will be a part of the process later. In this step, first you need to enter your identification number, or as we call it, your student ID. Next, enter your activation key, then click the Continue button. Step 1 is the identification portion of the activation process. Here you will need to re-enter your student ID number, activation key, and your date of birth in the format shown. Then click the Continue button. Step 2 is where you enter and re-enter your desired password. Remember to follow the tips listed. Your new password must be at least 8 characters in length, contain upper and lowercase letters, contain digits, punctuation, and/or special characters. Your password must not be based upon the username, personal name, or personal information, be a standalone word in any language, slang, dialect, or jargon. It must also not be a previously selected password. And please note you will be asked to change this password within 180 days. Step 3 is where you will enter information used for future identification and account maintenance. Essentially, this will help you if you need to recover a lost password or reset your account. These questions are specific to you, so it is helpful to keep them distinct and consistent. Favorite things or current events can change over time, which may make it more difficult to remember at a later date. Also, keep the answers simple, and remember they are case sensitive, so capital letters, spaces, numbers, or special characters will need to be remembered in order to answer the question correctly. Also, in this step, you may want to enter a personal email address and/or phone number. This can also be used in the password recovery process. This part of the step is optional, but it can be helpful. Once you have entered the information, click the Continue button. The final step is to submit your information by clicking the Activate Account button. Congratulations, you have successfully activated your account and are one step closer to becoming a UMA student. The account activation process may be immediate or take up to 15 minutes before you can log in, so please be patient. To log into the UMA portal, go to my.uma.edu. This is a single sign-on to all of your student account resources. You can also access the UMA portal from the menu bar on the UMA homepage. Do you need help? Whether you have previously activated your account and forgot your password, Or if you need assistance navigating the process, the accounts.maine.edu page can be a helpful resource. Here, you can recover a lost password or even have your Maine.edu email forwarded to a personal account. This site also provides helpful documentation that can be accessed at any time. If you need additional help not found on this page, you can reach out to tech support at techsupport@maine.edu or 1-800-696-4357. Note, you may be asked to provide your student ID number, so have that handy. If you are not sure what your student ID number is or just need help getting started, reach out to the UMA Enrollment Services Center at umaenrl@maine.edu or 1-877-UMA-1234, and they can help you through the activation process.